watching English with Yati. In today's video, I'm going to share with you modal verbs. Yeah, you heard it right. In one of our previous videos, I've already discussed modal verb, preposition, conjunction, tenses, and so many things. But this is the particular video that I'm making only for modal verb. And here I'll also tell you how to make English sentences. Means what is the structure of English sentences. So this video is going to be very useful for you, especially if you're a beginner, if you're a very beginner, or if you're someone who want to learn English, means if you're someone who is thinking to learn this language, then this video is going to be very useful for you, because you know modal verb play around 40 to 50% role in your spoken English. That is why learning modal verb is very important. But if you are someone who already knows these kind of things, and I mean who is already fluent in English, then this video may sound boring to you. So watch this video till the end, especially if you are a beginner. So now let's get started. So first of all, what is modal verb? Modal verb is a helping word that express ability, possibility, necessity, and some more kind of things. Now very important point is how to make English sentences, means what is the structure of English sentences. So let me take example to understand it properly, right? So तुम्हें प्रतिदिन किताबें पढ़नी चाहिए. So this is the Hindi sentence, right? You should read books every day. So this is the English sentence. Now if you observe in both sentences, so subject stands at first in both sentences. If I talk about Hindi or English, means both sentences. So at first subject in English sentences, at first we use subject, then helping verb, then main verb, then object, and then other word. Let me speak little slow, like subject, then helping verb, then main verb, then object, and then other word. If I talk about Hindi sentence, so at first we use subject, then other word, then object, and then main verb, and then helping verb. So after subject, they are totally opposite to each other. Yeah, if you notice, so you will get it. So now if I talk about English sentence, so you is a subject, then helping verb should, and then main verb is a read, and then object is a kitab, and then पढ़ना means read books, and then प्रतिदिन is a other word. So if I say like तुम्हें पढ़ना चाहिए, only this, तुम्हें पढ़ना चाहिए, so you should read. Okay, so I said only this, you should read. So is this sentence wrong? No, it is not wrong. If you are not getting object and other word, it doesn't mean that sentence is wrong. If I talk about Hindi sentence, so तुम्हें is a subject, and then other word is a प्रतिदिन, then किताबें is a object, and then पढ़ना is a verb, and then चाहिए is a helping verb, means modal verb, right? So like this we have to make English sentences, whether it is modal verb or tenses, anything, right? So now let's begin with the first and very important modal verb is should. Should means चाहिए. Okay, so it is used only for advice. If I am telling any another kind of sentences, if I am saying any another kind of sentences, whether चाहिए comes in Hindi sentences, it doesn't mean that sentence is wrong, that sentence is right. For example, if I say like say मुझे वह चीज़ चाहिए और मुझे वो चाहिए or something like this, so this is not advice, so I cannot say like I should that thing, or I will say like I want that thing or I need that thing, but I cannot say I should that thing, because that is not advice. So I hope you are getting it. And now let's take example of should. You should practice of your speaking every day. तुम्हें प्रतिदिन इंग्लिश की प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए. Like तुम्हें प्रतिदिन वॉक में जाना चाहिए ताकि तुम हेल्दी रह सको. So you should go for a walk so that you may get healthy, right? And like I can say you should drink a lot of water each and every day, or like you say you should join this academy to improve your English. Like this I can take example. Okay, so this is advice. So these sentences are totally right. Now let's move on to the another and also very important modal verb, that is can. Can is used for ability and also for taking permission. For example, I can lift 30 kg, I can jump rope. So this is my ability, but this is my present ability. If I have to talk about my past ability, so I will say like I could swim when I was 5. I could lift 50 kgs in my childhood. So this is my past ability, but it is not my present ability, right? And if you have to talk about your present ability, then you will use can. For example, another example I can say like I can speak 15 languages. So this is my ability. Okay, ability. I can deliver a speech in English. So this is my ability. Okay, the another and also very important modal verb, that is used to. Used to is also used to talk about our past habit. Yeah, past habit, not present habit. For example, I used to go for a walk in my childhood. I used to play hide and seek in my childhood. So this is my past habit that I used to do before, not in the present. Okay, now if I talk about another modal verb, so like would like to, so it is used for preferences. Preferences means when you like something more than another thing, so that is called preference, right? So for example, I would like to have a cup of tea. I would like to invite her on the stage. I would like to deliver my speech in English. So this is like मैं यह चाहूँगी, मैं यह करना चाहूँगी. Like I would like to speak in English. So this is like मैं English में बोलना चाहूँगी. I would like to have a conversation in English means मैं English में बातचीत करना चाहूँगी. This is my choice. Okay. Now let's talk about another one, that is would and could. Would and could is used for requesting to someone, for to make request. For example, could you please pass me that bottle? Could you please bring me a glass of water? Could you please help me with this work? Could you please go along with me? This is that I'm making request to someone, and this is used for polite request. So instead of saying can, you can use could and also would. If you don't want to say could, so you can use would. So now let's talk about another modal verb, that is may, might and must. It is used to talk about any kind of possibility. For example, it may rain, मतलब शायद वर्षा होगी. Or if I say like it might rain, so you might be thinking about means where to use may, where to use might, where to use must, because each one is used for possibility. So for example, if I say it may rain, so शायद वर्षा होगी. If I say like it might rain, so it is means there is possibility but less than may. Okay. Now if I say like it must rain, so there is a possibility between 95% to 100%. So I can say like it must rain, she might come. And like before I said like you might be thinking, I didn't say like you may be thinking or you must be thinking, because someone maybe someone has got, so they will not be thinking about it like where to use may, might and must, or and maybe they will be knowing about it, right? So like this we use may, might and must. Now let's move on to the another and also very important, that is has to and have to. Means ना है. At last you will get in Hindi sentence. For example, मुझे यह काम करना है, so I have to do this work. Or if I talk about like singular sentences, singular subject, so there we will use has to. She has to do this work. उसे वह काम करना है. She has to do this work. Or if I say मुझे यह काम करना है, so I have to do this work. Because I is considered as plural subject. Okay. So like this we have to use like मुझे यह exam को crack करना है, so I have to crack this exam, and it is used for obligations. I hope you have got all these modal verbs, and they are used a lot in our daily conversation, in our real life sentences. So you must know these all kind of modal verbs. At last I want to also share with you very important point is like if we talk about tenses, so you have heard like she does or they do. But if I talk about like modal verbs, so you will never heard like you shoulds or they shoulds. We never use these kind of things, and if you are a very beginner, so you may not be knowing about these kind of things. So okay, I hope this video was helpful for you, and make sure you'll follow all these structure and try to make these sentences in your daily life, and also try to speak them every single day. Okay, now I'll see you in the next video with new content.